Okay, I'm going to write a very simple PICAXE program. It's going to be a program that's just going to cycle through the 3 different coloured LEDs one at a time. So first thing I need to do is, under Options, select PIC type. The PIC we're using is the 08M2, and I need to define the inputs and the outputs. Our chips have 2 inputs. They're on 3 and 4, and 3 outputs. So I want to select this option here, the inputs being 3 and 4 and the outputs 0, 1 and 2. If you look at the chip, output 0 is the red LED, output 1 is the yellow LED, and output 2 is the green LED. So now that I've set that, I need to select the port. My cable is connected to a USB port. If you have any issues here, try refresh here or scan for USB cables. You need to make sure your drive is properly installed first. So now that I've got all that set up, I have my digital panel here. There's a little simple representation of the inputs here and the outputs here. We're really only going to be concerned about the outputs this time. So I start my flowchart here. The first thing I want to do is have an output. I'm going to double click there. This is an output to turn the red LED on. So I'm going to say red on. That means that output 0 will be on, and the other 2 need to be off. So these zeros mean they're off. The 1 means that that is on. I want that to be on for 1 second. Wait for 1 second. Wait for 1 second. And then the next thing I want to happen is the output 1 to be on. I want the yellow light to be on. I'll call that yellow on. I want that to wait for 1 second. And then, 1 second. And then I want the green light to be on. So I need to turn output 2 on. I need to make sure the other 2 are off. So they're not all 3 of them on at the one time. So I'll call that green on. And I want that to be on for 1 second as well. Now all I need to do is join my flowchart up. So I click on the first, then click on the second, click, and so on, join these all together, and then I want that to loop around back to the start. And so now if I run the flowchart, you'll see that that program is running through. Look at the outputs here. You can see they're turning on one at a time as that program cycles through the flowchart. So now what I'm going to do is simulate that. So I'm going to open simulation. Under PICAXE kits, the best one for us to use is the AXE 130 Simple PIC. So here's what it looks like. Because it's a simulation, I need to connect the battery, I need to connect the download cable, and then I need to click over here to program that PIC. So this is downloading that program onto the chip. And so now you can see, as soon as the power is connected, it's going to cycle through those lights. Output 0, output 1, output 2. So you can now plug in your real chip, download that program, and you'll see this pattern. So that's the first simple program. I'll show you some more complicated ones later.